Hi, living in Boulder vlog, May 14th, 2020, Thursday, 3:38 p.m. Man, I'm getting fucked in the ass here. I'm basically doing a whole week of extra work for nothing. It's totally fucked. I don't even know how it happened. Let me explain what's going on. I did screen captures of all these animals for my ancient history timeline. I don't know how many. I was actually going to look before I did this video, but I forgot. Maybe I should just do it now while I'm recording. Let's see here if the computer works. Here we go, computer. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right. It says, oh my God, 1930. Holy shit. I guessed 500. It was 2000. Different animals. Holy shit. So imagine there's 1930 different animals, as this dude Anthony Payne did on YouTube channel. So I went and I did screen captures of each and every one of them. I downloaded the video and I did the screen captures. It shows the evolution of different animals. So I built all of the different folders. Does it say how many folders there are? 1930 items with, it's 2.59 gigabytes. Doesn't say how many folders, but there's lots of folders. It's an average of maybe 20 to 30 to 40, 20, maybe 30 each. And so there's like dozens of them. And so I created all those folders and stuff based on the videos. And then I screen captured. I put those images onto the folders. I named them with all of the information, which I had to get it twice because it doesn't show all the information in the video. You have to scroll forward again. And so I get all the information. I type it all in. And then I wanted to upload it to Flickr, upload those to Flickr so I could connect them to it. But then the part on my website, I wanted to look different so that you could actually see where the habitat of the animals are. So I cropped it down to around the planet. And then he also has the animal next to a human. And so I cropped where the animal's next to the human as well. That's two separate instead of one. And so I can put them both on my timeline so you can see both of them on the timeline. And find a perfect sized icon, which I haven't decided yet, but I think it'll be the same size as Photoshop. When you open files in Photoshop, you can see the icons, and it looked good. It was small, but big enough to see detail. I don't know how big that is, though. I haven't gotten around to setting it to the size, but so what I did was if I was going to have two, that means I crop it and I make the entire crop, and then that's the one that goes on Flickr. But then there's two others. There's the one that's individual for the planet and then individual for the animal. So I'm going to have a total of three folders. And so I made a duplicate. I hit Control-Right duplicate at the very beginning, right after I made the crop of the 1930 images. And then I renamed the duplicate Cropped. I made the front one normal, and then the other one called cropped. So then I went in to crop it, and I opened up a bunch of folders and open at the same time, and I went and I cropped it, and I hit close all, save before closing, and I went and I did all 1900. I cropped them down, and then I had to click a bunch of times to get the background off, and then I went into the folder, the Anthony Payne folder. The main folder, and where it's cropped, the cropped folder, because you have the regular and then you have cropped. I went into the crop folder and nothing was cropped. And so I'm like, why is nothing cropped? Oh my God, Twilight Zone, how could that possibly happen? So I figured it must have been because I opened up all the folders at the same time, not just one folder after the next, because I didn't check it, after, or I thought I checked it, as I was going along. But next thing I know, none of them are cropped. So I'm like, okay. So I go into the cropped folder and I crop all 1,930 of them again. It takes all day yesterday, all day. I crop them and then I have to click it a bunch of times to get the background off in the right spots, and I do it all over, and and so then finally I'm done and I go, okay, cool. Now what I want to do, next step, is to get the screen capture of the animals standing next to the human, because I just cropped down the planet. So I duplicated the main folder, and then I renamed it size. And so I went into the size, and I'm looking at it, and it's all cropped with the background taken out, cropped around the planet. So I can't get the animal. So I'm like, wait, but didn't I make the duplicate of the main folder and not the cropped folder? So I went into the main folder and they're all cropped. So I'm like, how are they cropped? So I went into the crop folder and they're all cropped. So now I lost all of them. All the 1,930 screen capture I did from scrolling forward in the video are completely lost, because I didn't get around to, I could have downloaded them off of Flickr, but I didn't get around to, because I only got a few of them, like 5 of them up on Flickr. But then Flickr crashed on me and I would have had to restart my computer in order to make it work. All of a sudden Flickr says that it times out on all the images. I don't know why it does that. You have to restart the computer to fix it. So I didn't get around to actually uploading them. And before I got around to uploading them, that's when I like saved over them. Oh yeah, so I think what happened was, I had actually cropped twice. Somehow, when I went in to see my cropped stuff, and I saw that it wasn't cropped, I didn't go into the cropped folder. I went into the real folder somehow. I don't know how that happens, because I double and triple check everything. So I went into the main folder and I said, oh my God, not cropped. And that's when I cropped it again over the only ones that weren't cropped, because I already cropped the other one, when I thought that it wasn't cropped, because I went to the wrong one. I don't know how that could have happened. Maybe I had like a daydream and I thought of something right before I clicked on it, or I didn't see it, and but I see what I'm clicking on. So maybe I don't know, blanked out. I don't know. Somewhere I found myself in the regular one, and so then I cropped it again. And so now if I'm going to upload them to Flickr and to get the screen capture of the animals and the animal size, I have to get the screen capture all over again. I have to scroll forward in all of the videos for 1,930 animals. I have to wait for the thing to go away, the scroll to go away, and then I have to hit, to screen capture it, all of them, and then I have to drag them into the folder, and then I have to rename them. So, yeah, I have to so I redid all of the cropping when I didn't have to. That took like a day and a half, and now I'm going to have to redo screen capturing them and naming them all over. So I have to do 3 things all over, 2 main things twice, just because that one time I went into the Anthony Payne main folder, when I thought that I was going into the cropped folder, and I said, oh my God, not cropped. And instead of looking in the cropped folder, I would have seen cropped. Somehow I didn't look in the cropped folder when I normally would. I mean, obviously I would look in both folders, and I go, I mean, what I remember is I looked in both and neither of them were cropped. And I was like, well, how are neither of them cropped? So then I cropped the cropped. And then when I go into to screen capture the animal size, oh my God, they're both cropped. So it's just no explanation. There goes the whole week of my life. So right now what I'm going to do is just go and screen capture all the animals, 1,930. I did one folder, so I did 30. And then after that, I'm going to go in and have to name them all, which is going to take forever, just as long. So it'll be the rest of the day and then half of tomorrow, just to get caught up to where I should have been like a week ago, because I just keep Um, I think the boo boo, the Twilight Zone boo boo must have happened twice, because it happened when I cropped over. Yeah, it happened. It all started when I cropped over the first one. I cropped the second time. That started the. Yeah, so that's all it took, was for me to go to the wrong folder accidentally, but then also somehow forget to look in the cropped folder. And I don't know how either of those could have happened. I would go to the right folder, and even if I went to the wrong folder, I'd go, "Oh, whoops, I'm in the wrong folder. Let's go to the right folder." But somehow I didn't do that. Somehow I found myself saving over my original file and cropping twice. So whatever, that's it. And I haven't even asked permission to use these, so maybe there's some kind of voodoo thing going on. I'm going to, so you just keep working forward. I've been stressed out, so I got like a bunch of candy today. My roommate offered to get me a sandwich, so he's going to come back. So anyways, when I do the video tomorrow, it'll be the same thing. Hopefully by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will get to the point where I'm screen capturing the animals and the animal sizes. That's where I thought I was this morning. And I did a couple, because a couple folders were okay. So, yeah, just move forward. Talk to you tomorrow.